Hey friends, welcome back to another video. See at 199.92. We lost 3 buy-ins, run really bad at 10 and L. This is going to be the second session. We're going to play 10 and L still. As you can still see, we're sitting at 5,500 with the fish points. So even if we do lose a little bit here, we should be able to gain back some of the fish points. But you never know. We might be able to also, we ran so bad that I don't expect to run bad like that ever, not ever again for this session. So we're going to take a pun, an estimated pun, see if we can gain back, and then get some fish points as well. So we could still end up back at 250 quite easily. Open end, I got a donk bet here. Hopefully everyone's going pretty well. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Welcome to all the newcomers as well. All right, 10-9, end up winning that one. Didn't say to follow through. That's fine. Won't be sorry about the 9 tables as well. I do understand 9 tables is a little bit too small for like phones and stuff. Just got to remember, like, I actually I watch YouTube on TV as well. I just got to remember as well, just that the screen's a little bit smaller. Anyway, guys, we'll be trying to bounce back this session. I still can't believe it. 199. Should have stayed at 5 NL. Should have probably not rushed the 45-minute session as well. But anyway, we just ran really cold. It was terrible. Just ran cold. All the bluffs didn't work as well. I even had a set of 9s and the cards went like 10 Jack Queen. It was like there was no chance no one had a straight. It was embarrassing. And it was one of those hands people could play just invincible against it. They could play any 2 and you'll find somehow you'd lose every hand. It's just, well, not every hand, but most hands. Anyway, we're going to defend Queen 9 suited. Do have a lot of good turn cards coming through. Jack of Hearts would be one. 8 of Hearts would be nice. I'd like to at least, would like to get an open-ended flush draw. That's what I would like. We're going to bet this anyway. You could probably check here, it'd be fine. Would like to see cutoff fold though. Get position. Could be a raise here though. Dangerous here betting if someone raises it over the top. Got a little bit extra. Hit a queen. All right, continue betting here. He could fold out all of his turns, especially if it doesn't have. Actually, the queen could have been good. We could have found a value bet here. He's got like jacks, but I think he's at least got an ace here. But the ace did come out on the river, which means less likely to hit. We're going to let it go. He could have had king jack as well. There's so many there. I don't think he gets there without an ace. All right, lower end. The full house. Terrible. Anyway. Probably shouldn't have bet there with the queen unsuited, but we did have a lot of cards coming through. But next time, yeah, it's definitely queen unsuited. You just check there, get some extra equity, then maybe check raise on the turn. And if not, you could just make your hand then bet, especially if you're going cold. I mean, if the hands are going so cold, play hands passively until you hit. Especially, 8-2 suited. I should fold that. Let's donk it. We can't afford a free card. Another, a king of spades, they're going to play. All right, 5's here, got a gut shot. Let's bet again. I don't know. All right, 9-8 to call. I don't think he's got a flush. I'm going to call it anyway. He might have a 7 or an 8. 9-10. I'm going to call here. This might be a bluff. Sort of a bluff. Let's have a look at that other hand though. Look at 5s. 9-10. Probably should have folded the river. All right, gut shot. We're playing on the tilted side at the moment. He did bet in. He did open this to tail range. We've got a gut shot as well. Finally. Oh, we hit a hand as well. All right, so we have the nut flush, but he folds. Missed the hand, so that's fine. Hopefully someone else calls with the pocket three hand. I want to get a set, but I want to make some money. Hopefully player 1-2 I. Mm. All right, looks like the call there. It looks like a good run's coming in. Not. But anyway, very, very, very tilted now. I'm not very tilted. I'm just not thinking right at the moment. So we could either quit the session or we could just fight through it. And I think we'll just fight through it at the moment. It just takes a few good hands. Sitting in the 190s, trying to get the 6,000. So this session, the goal will be 6,000. At least get the 6,000 without going underneath $150. The session's still starting, still early. Bet this one again. Might not have an ace. Oh, we're out of position here again. Good to see her find a fold. There was flush draws, straight draws. All right, I can throw another bet in. Queen Jack. All right, got kings. Everyone folds. All right, it's good to see some of the tables lifting off the 100 big blinds. All three bet. 5-4 suited. Okay, top pair, flush draw, it's better. All right, 5-4's gone. Good fold. Probably not a good three bet. We'll try a luck though. 40% of hands, probably not so bad. Isolating, but all right, ace queen offsuit. Let's try and think heavy thoughts. I got questions like, how do you lose so many blinds in a session? Well, it's quite easily. That's a basic answer. Quite easily lose quite a few like blinds. But we do go through some hell of an upswings as well. Need some downswings, go through upswings. I recommend playing 10 and L on a swing like this, but we're being desperate here. And if I bet here, I'm only going to get called by a 10, I think. All right, so we've got a book. You could call with kings or queens or jacks here. Maybe an 8. One's a call, pocket 9s. Yeah, probably any pocket pair there. We played a pretty passive. I just didn't want to be isolated up against 10. All right, so we've got an ace of hearts. We're going to bet this one. Get another heart on the turn. We could poppy barrel. We'll check behind. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bet again. It's a good. That's a good turn card. If he doesn't have pocket pairs, he could have king high, could have ace jack. We're in front of a lot of hands there. And he folds out a lot of jacks there as well, so it's a bonus. All right, 9-8, multi-way pot. We're not going to bet this one. This guy, I think we're calling. This is our range. I'd be surprised if you see bets here. Quite huge. I mean, he's going to see bet a lot here. All right, let's try and steal it. All right, nice. He could have ace queen there. He could have ace king as well. Don't think aces are ever going to do that though, but check fold. Sometimes you'll find aces there, probably check shove, especially a deep stacker. We sort of took the pun though. What was the run out of ace king? Eh, wasn't a great run out. So glad to get the fold anyway. All right, queen 10 didn't 3-bet. Open ender. If he bets, I'm going to call. If he shoves, probably not. And probably going to lose the ace high. But you don't know. He could have pocket pairs and get countered. Yeah, ace high. And then the hero call there, if we bet there, it's not out of the question that an ace will call. Okay, 3-bets us. Doesn't steal much here, 9%, but only 33 hands, so I will believe it this time. So you should see a red ATS. He's going to bet only when he's usually got it. He doesn't really steal much. Could be a very straightforward play, though. Bets when he has it. So when he checks, he's probably weak. When he bets, you get out the way. Or at least have a very strong reason to call. All right, 3-betting, just we go. Would have been 7-3. We'll probably let go. Not a great flop for the 7-3s, out of position. Plus we didn't 3-bet. If we 3-bet there, we could probably c-bet and take down a lot of pots. Represent the king. Would have a nutty range. He wouldn't know what we've got. The only thing says him if he's got a strong holding. Also, it's probably not wise. Queen 6. He's so shallow. Can't really fire back. All right, we'll keep an eye on this guy. 8% now. So there's going to be a little bit more people at 10NL trying to 3-bet wider and do some shenanigans. All right, just going to flat here. Try and keep the 40 big blind stacker in. All right, so we had a 4. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing. So there's a second chance draw. All right, I'm going to bet the 4. Hopefully just win the small pot. It's actually not a bad hand. I'm going to ace high might call, but I can't find a value bet there. Do we find a value bet? The problem is if we bet there and he raises, he doesn't. If he had the ace of diamonds, maybe you could find a bluff there. All right, hit a 5, we'll bet. All right, taking down little pots little by little now. All right, things seem to have calmed down a little bit. Probably I've calmed down a little bit more. All right, ace 9. All right, so he's deep stacked. We have to call. Everyone's deep here. We have to call. This is why you no diamond. I mean, if an ace comes out, they could have the best hand, but you can't be sure. Because we did get 3-betted on, so it could be dominated. You could easily have ace queen. All right, so I got top pair. Gonna check behind here. Now we can bet. And I'm gonna bet for value. We've got some flush draws. Plus we've got a king. You might think his queen's good as well. Totally folded his queen if he did. Don't think so though. All right, let's be a little bit dodgy. Don't recommend 4-2 suited. Right, now we do have position. If you got to slow down, let's take it down. All right, gonna fly ace king suited. The reason is I want to keep all his nasty or his dodgy clubs in. Oh, here we go. Got a straight draw, flush draw. We could raise this one as well. All right, he's got an ace, maybe. Maybe he's got a pocket pair. I think we're beat here. Could have a flush draw though. Like a queen jack maybe. But he could also have an ace. All right, chicken behind unfortunately didn't hit. Pause are going to find a value bet. Is he call with ace higher? There you go. Ace king folding. All right. So underneath it all, some of our gameplay is working pretty good. So we're still finding hero calls. We're still finding little value bets. Probably our pre-flop play is yet to be desired. But you got to be in it to win it at the same time. You don't want to lose it. All right, eights, go defend. This goes all in. I'm going to call it ace high. Please hit a five. Well, it's so short stacked. I should have folded pre-flop. Never a doubt. That was the worst. That was the worst. That was the worst poker hand in history. Probably not the worst. Far from the best, though. All right, we'll three bet. And we'll bet the nine. And we'll bet this again. And check the river. King Jack gets there. You could have a queen. 6-5. I got value from a 6. Wow. All right. They always say try and get value from weaker holdings. And the thinner you get, the better your win rate. So that's nice. So far, the session started to turn around. All right, threes. Take some advantage of having a position here. I'll take it down. All right, so we've got ace queen. We're going to bet this one. 9-5 suited. Let's I want to fold it. We do have a position with ace queen. Didn't three bet pre-flop. Could I raise him off? No, I'm gonna fold. Raise and shove on the. He's a bit capped, I guess, but at the same time, could be running to a set or some funky two pair. But might be monsters on the closet. But he is donking into us. Well, betting in. He's betting into us. They might have something. People typically play their own hands, not their ranges. All right, we'll three bet ace 10. King 5's coming in. Jack 3's gone. All right, we'll represent the king. I've got a call. Could have turn a lot of turn cards. 6 of diamonds I've taken. We'll take the 6 anyway. We're going to have an end of flush draw. So we're not folding yet. Got a shove. He's got a call though. I don't think if he folds here, it's pretty good though. Means it's the right play. There's fold equity. Maybe you didn't expect us to do this. He ends up calling. He's got 7-6, 1-3 chance. No, it's a shame. Did have a 1-3 chance. I thought it looked like he was going to fold there for a bit. I think it was the play, but if you have a look, board pair up. No, it didn't pair up. It'd probably be a bit better if the board paired up. Paired up on the river, which doesn't help us. Yeah, so probably the turn was a fold. I don't know why 7-6 took so long to let go. Now I mean to call. Should have been an instant call. Although it's a split. It was a multi-way plot, so maybe you thought I had a straight already. Which makes it a good shove. No, Queen 10's gone. He's playing with his chips though. Normally that means they've got a marginal hand. Ace King suited. Opening up front of the gun. I know, cash and rush tables have been going pretty well. Maybe I should play for it then. Jack full suit's gone. Don't want to entice ourselves. 10-8 suited. We'll defend, but probably should play raise or fold. Should be raise or fold in the small blind. All right, going to check raise. We've got a straight flush draw and a gut shot. All right, we're raising it up. And we're going to overbet the turn. I'm happy to get stacks in. We're deep stacked as well. Interesting. All right, folding 8-7 out of position. I've been calling a little bit too wide from the big blind or from the blinds full stop. Jacks, how tight's this guy? That's pretty loose. We're going to 3-bet. If he ends up jamming, we call. Probably should bet a little bit larger. Hoping he gets stacks in, but I don't think he's got queens. We would have raised pre-flop, I think. Could have a 10. Someone loose could have a 2, I guess. No. Ace-3's gone. Right, we'll just flat A7 suited. Backdoors. Here we go. Prefer the, we'll get a better, try and build the pot up a little bit. Someone's got a flush here. They might even shove, he might even shove into us. Yeah, he's got a flush as well, I think. You'll just snap this off. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. The only sad thing is he's short stacked. I will take it down. At least we want a decent hand. All right, open ender with Queen 10. Get a better. Do our position here. However, the ace of spades. Although this is quite a dead board, apart from the flush. Let's raise it and it's going to fold, hopefully. All right, looks like we've got a flush here. All right, 8 on the river. Well, we're 8 of spades, so he might have a flush as well. We'll see. He's got the jack. You know what? What the hell is he calling with on the turn? We actually had. He's a good playwright. No, we actually had the best hand until the river. We actually had the best hand until the river. So actually, I don't know if it was accidental, but we actually played. Boy, it was accidental. We actually had the best hand for the river, and then we didn't actually get charged, so we charged him. Gut shot. Inject nice. All right, so here's a 5. B 4C. What's he doing? Folding, unfortunately. We have aces. 8-6, huh? 5-3, getting through. Maybe hitting a bit of a upswing now, or a bit of a heater. Probably too early to call it a heater though, but would love to get a heater. That's when, everything comes your way pretty much. They call it a vacuum. All the chips. Doesn't matter what you do. 3-bets us. Go fold. Would 4-bet it. I'm going to fold. Don't really have too much information on him, but if he attacks, if he does a lot of aggression, a higher ATS, we can like 4-bet there. That's where I was trying to look at, just to see what type of player he was. But his aggression was in the 20s. It's not out of question. The only thing was the 3-bets up to 14, so probably could 4-bet just based on the 13%. The only other thing, we've got about 100 hands on him. So it looks like it could be straightforward until stealing spots, but we'll have to wait just a little bit longer. 3-bets us here. All right, so this guy's got an ATS quite higher. We get a like 4-bet. We'll bet 6-5. Got a backdoor flush as well. All right, get all of our folds here. Unless he's got a 10. Unless he's got pockets. All right, so if he's got like an ace jack, he's got the best hand. But he's going to find it hard. We could represent a 10 there as well, I guess. Or aces or kings. We weren't capped, he was. Because we'd like 4-bet. But he doesn't know we'd like 4-bet. We could easily have had. He could have been just trying to set minus. So the board pairing up is a lot harder for him to have the set. All right, so we've got a gut shot. Ace-5's got a gut shot and it'll fall. I'm very passive there, but all value bet the river. Hey, kings, how passive were kings there? Ace king, how passive is that? That was sick. You saved money though in the end. What was he thinking? Just slow playing or? Oh no, he had ace king on the river. I'm being a little bit too skeptical there, just being too judgmental. All right, so we'll donk bet the 9. Need to bet this one, but pretty much if it continues, we're going to let go. We're going to bet this one. Got a 9 and we've got a flush draw. The nut flush draw. All right, next. The shot on the river. Another one again. He was so lucky. So we charged him when we were in front, and also we would have had a better chance to get stacks in on the river if we hit the flush. Although he was a short stack anyway, so it wasn't too bad. We didn't really have to push that hard. He got the one card that saved him though. This is a case of, do we bet? I can't even find a bet with two pair. 9-8. Kings. You're straight. And that's the reason why I couldn't bet two pair. I just thought, multi-way pop. Ten five is gone. Let's see if we're any closer. 5,700 now. All right, jacks. Looks like it could be a sad session after all that. They're at 50, 60 almost. We're in the 190 still at least, but short stack, if it shoves, like if we're going to call. This guy could have anything. Could have some draws, could have us beat. Draws. He could easily hit his hand here. But we got it in good, so. All right, ace, queen, jack 9. Three bet, ace, queen. Just unfortunate, isn't it? Got position, jack 9. If he bets again, I guess we fold, but if he checks here, we can try and steal. Yeah. Who's there for 2? All right, I better call. All right, got the straight. Value bet this one. All right, hit trips. Flushes there. Over bet. Looks like a bluff, doesn't it? Hopefully calls a jack. No flush draw. All right, so we got an ace. Value bet, but he could call it. Pocket pair. Well, he could call with pocket pairs. Hopefully he doesn't know. Hopefully he calls with a king. All right, ace king. Yeah, 4,700. Or just let go of a6. Very shallow. Yeah, I should not have played 10-0 today. Should have played 5-0. Not three bet king jack. Been a bit cheeky here. Get away with it though. I got a 3. Let's go for it. Yeah, I mean, I've got a 4. All right, Cole doesn't believe us. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we've got a 7. We'll call. All right. Got aces. Button? Nope. Can't limp behind. Needs a bit big in the small blind. We do that with all our range. All from the hands from the small lines that we do play. So you've got to do it with aces there as well. If you do it with ace king, ace jack, sometimes ace 10, 10s, and eight. Get a call, but I don't like it. That shot, backdoor. Yeah. No one's going to bet this one. Good jack line, ace 10. Yeah, maybe could have bluffed at it and win a small pot, but amazing if ace calls there though. Up defend ace 9. Love to get an ace. Being here for value only because he's got an ace. He's got like a hand like king, queen. They're doing pretty good. Okay. All right. Pocket twos from under the gun. At least we didn't waste a set with everyone folding. All right, jacks. What's this guy doing? Straightforward player. Wow, 3 bets. 3 bets at 2%. I'm gonna flat. He's deep stacked as well. And if I got ace king, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna easy fold this one. Jeez. Dodged a bullet. 10 on the river. All right, we'll get some value from maybe pocket pairs. Yeah, so it gives you an idea. 3% of hands, I think it was crazy. 2 pair. He's just lucky we missed the 9. We did have an open ender. Could have hit the 4 as well. Backdoor flush, gut shot. Bonk the top, second pair. All right, little pots at the moment. Glad we didn't call with the jacks though. Although seeing 2 lots of pocket kings sort of gives you a little bit of hope, doesn't it? At least drawing and they're not. Second pair, gut shot. Maybe just you have to ruin it. All right, I think we're bad here. Someone's gonna have an ace. Yeah. And king queen's is bluffing it. So king queen deserves a blue. I'll call. Do the second pair straights there. It needs a bluff if got a showdown betting hand. That shot. It's better. Perfect. Little by little. I'd like to get a decent hand though. Just over 200 points to go. Like I said, the only reason why we're risking it is because we've got catching the fish very soon. So we've got some type of insurance. So even if we do manage to get towards the 150 mark, hopefully catching the fish gets us close to 200 again. It's a silly risk, maybe. Blown the goal away, but we get some experience at this level. So deep on the corn. Floor. I don't know. This is one of these hands, isn't it? You've got a backdoor flush and we've got three. One's a seven up to three or a two. Rather seven up to three on the turn and then hopefully I play quiet. So we got backdoor flush, backdoor straight. I really hope they got ace jack, ace 10, jack 10, something like that. I don't think we're going to beat both these players, but you never know. Maybe. No, nines. uh, Pretty close though, but anything we could have done was bet. King queen takes it down. All right, 9-7. Yeah, it's pretty quiet, isn't it? Although going well on three tables somewhat. Call 6-5. Backdoor. Gut shot. Think we can let go. Ace 8's gone. Ace king, here we go. It's open. Everyone loves folding. When I've got a strong hand that loves folding. All right, ace king. All right, I've got a squeeze. Wait, he three bets. It's 4-bet. And we got position here. Snap, but all right. It's a flip. Let me hit, please. Yay. Yay, we got one. Ooh, so close. All right, we got one back. Why would you show Queen Jack doesn't win? Oh, because he's showing because he took one of the jacks away. Sorry. That was a bit rude of me. All right, we'll call against Mr. Zoo. We just flat out of position here. Gut shot. Need a 10. Just shove. You gotta have a set, but sometimes, I do that and they do call with a set of 10s. They have done that as much as it seems silly. But I guess being small works as well. Ace high. Could it be good enough? Right. Gonna raise with 10-8. No, I'm gonna fold. There's four-way pot. He could be bluffing with nothing though. That type of player. All right. Was Edison trapping us? We'll represent the king. And pull his ace jack. Man, we'll just fold this one. I don't like the idea of the king coming out. We didn't really have anything else there. Yeah, I think we could do is full bet, but you're really going to be player dependent there. They're all bet. Got a book. Yes. I'll call the opposition. Top pair. You could still have two. I could have both pairs. All right, nice. Gonna raise the kings here. Gonna call a shove. Could have a jack and calls. Could have queens, calls. Could have a set and then trouble. Nines is pretty wide, but it's good. Good for us. All right, queen eight. Shoves all in. Wow. All right, phew, nice. Bringing it back, bringing it back. Bringing it back. Three bet. The call is fours, but we're out of position. We're in the big blind. This actually helps us. I have value about this thing. I call it ace high. Oh, mate. Shame. Sort of value bet ourselves there a little bit. All right, so we've got a gut shot. Need a jack, need a jack. Yeah, okay. Was thinking about betting the turn, but didn't really think King High was there though. Flush draws do call and they're behind though. So there is a value bet there. All right, gonna bet this one. All right, 8-7 suited. All right, so just check behind. Yeah, got open ending. Just yeah. All right. Well, Pedersen's getting impatient now. We'll three bet ace king. If they full bet, do we call or full bet? I mean, if they full bet, do we call or full bet? If they full bet, that's a silly question, isn't it? And the stupid question of the year goes to me. Obviously, we call a full bet. Or we could shove if we don't believe. All right, king 9. Strong draw. We can bet this one. Got a lot of good turn cards coming through. 10 of spades would be nice. Pretty much anything's nice. Right, 10 of... All right, open ender. Wow. All right, got jack. Still got an open ender here. All right, we end up getting a straight. In jack. That's better, but it hits his range. Never folding an ace here. Yeah. Ace high is going to beat us there. Plus, they go pocket pairs. They're all over that board as well. Mind you, we're probably all over that board too, but. All right, queen jack. Open. All right, easy when they fold. No, ace jack off suit. Ace 9 suited. We're going to be in this one. To be in it to win it. Getting close to the 6,000 mark. 3 bet size. All right, it's going to fold. Ace jack, I don't know. Should we call there, you think? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Should we call and then if we hit the ace, are we going to be up against kings and queens and jacks in position? What? All right, hit 7. Ah, out kicked. On the one table, it's not doing great for us. We'll shut the, we won't open ace nine though. Was got a chance to win some $C today. All right, so we're doing a flush draw. Yeah, we'll bet this one. Didn't three bet us, so. If we bet the fives, it's full way though. Pulling one. Board pairing up's good. Let's bet it when we're in front. Takes it down. All right, so it was good that O'Brien was folded previously and they slowed down. All right, so we got a backdoor straight, backdoor flush. Betting to win. Maybe we shouldn't have bet the eight. Let's leave this table actually. And we'll start with another table. All right. Three bet ace check. 30%. All right, set. Hopefully they fold with the ace jack hand. Very nice, thank you. Freebies. All right, just gonna check this one. Looks like we're giving up. Hopefully he bets. No, he doesn't bet. Queens. Missed the bet on the river, actually. A shame. We missed a small bet. I thought maybe that a jack. Although king comes out, it's slowing down. But a good person should know that the king doesn't really matter. Deep stack down. The other position. Would have loved to go deep stacks, but that one hit a 10 without no flush, obviously. Don't feel like defending 5-2. We've done a few defending in the blinds very wide. It's been costing us. We don't want to be wasting, leaking money in the blinds. It's just terrible. All right, we'll call. Got position here. That's the difference. Don't have position with ace three though. So we could have found a fault there, but we can continue here with 6-5. And we'll bet. Hopefully he just plays pit and fold. And if he calls, hopefully to 5 and we can keep going. Didn't 3-bet. He should have a weak holding. Could have caps range anyway, so. Could have queen jack, could have hearts, but remember we only got twos. If we check here, hopefully jack comes in the river. Oh, there you go. Don't bet the pot. Just check it and leave. Yeah, nice. I wondered why. All right, against a short stack, got a call. Oh, we don't want to see an ace though. All right, easy fold. If these guys both call, I'm calling. If no one else calls, I've got to fold. All right, so got 2p now. Flush draws there. Hopefully he finds a check. I'll let it go. Was thinking about betting there, but it's multi-way pot. All right, ace king. And a great flop for we can wrap the ace here. All right, so he's saying he's got like a straight or a two pair or maybe a set. Don't think he's got ace king in three bet pretty. He's complaining I should take my time, tilt the guy. Deep stacked as well. So he's deep stacked. We should delay and really try and tilt him a little bit. We've got positioning too. So that would be awesome to tilt him. Alpha two pair. We'll be dominated there with the king queen, so we'll get a fold. All right, pocket threes. The rainbow flop. Straights are coming through though. We'll call one. Right, bluffing. Label in blue if he got caught bluffing. Yeah, 7, eight win. Never a doubt the twos on. All right, we'll have a bit of fun. Liking a miss. Three bets. It'll like full bet. And ace nine. Yeah, the white full bet comes in. I find king jack fold. Well, the one guy is really loose. No, 57%. Wow. Two overcards. We probably were doing pretty well against pocket tens. Well, it's just a chop, really, isn't it? Wow, there you go. All right, pay a bit against the 10. Maybe he calls with nines. It's that. All right, we would have won that one. All right, we're full 10-8, although we could have called, damn it. All right, and it's queen. I'll bet up the flush draw. Bet it again. I bet a full. Should have bet again, I guess, but should have bet again. Layer room green fish. Backdoor. Value. The king. 7-6 is gone. I will bet ace king. It's octopus prime. Bouncing back. I will defend. Deep stacked, but no spades, unfortunately. We do have a gut shot. I'm going to bet it. Bet it again. That's 3-bet us. Another light 4-bet. Blush. Probably a jacks or something like that. He shoved, does he fold? Probably not. It was pretty disgusting. That one was pretty unwarranted. Flop comes out, doesn't help. Check, check. Mm, we call the twos, maybe. Against that guy, probably couldn't fold king. Good short stack up. Lugs. Purely just waiting to get to 6,000. Hit the ace. She's going to really bet here and okay, I got the ace. Don't always a little bit hard for him to have the queen. Does he have kings? Does he have jacks, tens? 3-bets here. I got a jam. Should we have jammed? We can always trap with kings, but how many times have we done that? Check raising 10-8. Nine of spades. Ooh, shame. Air card, flush come out, and the ace. If you're betting get called there, maybe hit trips on the river. All right, king jack storm. Careful. Be careful. All right, nice. Didn't have to really risk anything there to win a small pot. Not defending too wide. Still really need to work on my small blind play with the stealing spots and like full betting from the cutoff. Just the post flop scenarios. All right, two pair. Range didn't call. If we checked again, maybe he calls with king. We can three bet nines. Nines, not bad flop for nines. I will take it. Not a good run out though. Five. Not really a stealing spot. We'll fold. Hitting a queen though. Mm, yeah. I don't know if he should be in the hand, just say tilt. Unless they're trapping, I guess. So close. So close. I feel like calling wide from small blind. No. Sevens, set mining. U-den is very deep. Everything calls. No, we have to call. Gonna check here a lot of his range. So we could have the best hand here. Got shot with nines, but if 10 comes out, don't know. Sevens are gone. Oh, yo. Yeah, would have the best hand for sure. Should have called. All right, we'll pull one. We do have a gut shot. Do have a poison card. Let's get a bet here, though. Top pair. Could try and win it on the flop. Really really wish I caught that sevens. Save yourself. Yeah, nice. No diamond, which is sad. Please check, please check, please check. He messed up a seven. Or a straight. Pretty bluffing there. All right, 10 points left. Wi-Fi sleep here. No, it's not. Yes, it is. We'll say, hold on. I'm not getting full bars here. Okay. I won't say, I'm not doing anything. I'm not here for your food. All right, got shot. Sorry. Okay, it's red being king jack. Buddy. Straight. Bit of degenerate. Jack 10 does get there, though. Jack 10 does get there. All right, calls. Wow. All right. Hey, turn it down. I don't that like I do. All right, got a gut shot. Where's better? Missed. That's why I get. Good pick of the block. Wonder why it's so shit in my area. Maybe because the fucking Wi-Fi router's on the fucking other side of the house. That's cool. Ooh, flush. You need to bet this one. Yes. Yuck. All right, we have caught the fish. It's not a bad one, but scary card. We'll bluff. Scary board. Your fours. It's let go and have a look at it and see the damage. All right, so we're back to 210. Catch the fish. Up to 30, I think it was. 20, 20, 20. Yes. All right. All that, now we're back to 230. Can you believe it? All right, let's get the reward. The daily. Still 38 minutes left. And throw mode tickets everywhere, all happening. Anyway, guys, can't you can't explain that much. I don't know. We got back to 230. I think the last couple of minutes were probably closer to 240, but we had a few blundering hands. But I'll definitely take back 230. That's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And what a roller coaster of a session, or even a day. All right. See you guys. Bye.